What if I told you there's a city so rich, so powerful, and so defiant that it was said to have angered the gods themselves? A city, legend tells us, that was swallowed whole by the unforgiving desert sands, vanishing into the whispers of history. Known as Ubar, often called the Atlantis of the desert, this ancient city is a tale of wealth, rebellion, and divine retribution. But was it just a myth? Or does the evidence point to something very real buried beneath the dunes of Arabia? Stay with us as we unravel the story of Ubar, its rise to power, its mysterious fall, and the stunning discoveries that might change everything we know about this lost civilization. For centuries, Ubar existed primarily in oral traditions and religious texts. The Quran mentions a city called Iram, a place of lofty pillars whose inhabitants defied divine will and faced obliteration. These tales were echoed in Arabian folklore, painting Ubar as a glittering hub of trade, known for its immense wealth derived from the lucrative frankincense trade. But then, according to legend, Ubar's people grew arrogant. Their defiance of the gods led to a catastrophic punishment, an earthquake, a sandstorm, or perhaps both, that buried the city forever beneath the Rub al-Khali, or the Empty Quarter, the world's largest continuous sand desert. For centuries, Ubar was thought to be just that, a myth, like Atlantis or El Dorado. That is, until the late 20th century, when a combination of satellite imagery and archaeological expeditions led by adventurer Sir Ranulph Fiennes brought the legend back into the spotlight. In 1992, archaeologists uncovered a site in Oman believed to be Ubar. Using satellite technology, researchers identified ancient caravan routes that converged on a location near the village of Shizr. What they found was extraordinary: the ruins of a massive fortress and evidence of an ancient well, surrounded by what appeared to be collapsed sinkholes. Was this the fabled Ubar? Some experts argued yes, citing historical trade records and architectural similarities to descriptions of the city. Others were more skeptical, suggesting that the site might be one of many outposts along the frankincense trade route, but not the legendary city itself. But the discovery only deepened the mystery. If this was Ubar, what caused its collapse? Could the city have been consumed by a natural disaster, a sinkhole triggered by over-extraction of water from its wells? Or was it a sandstorm so intense that it erased the city from sight for centuries? Adding to the intrigue, some researchers suggest that Ubar's downfall may not have been entirely natural. Could rival powers along the trade route have sabotaged the city to control the flow of wealth? Or did internal strife and overreach lead to its undoing? The story of Ubar is more than just an archaeological puzzle, it's a cautionary tale. It speaks to the fragility of human civilizations, no matter how powerful they may seem. In an era where climate change and resource depletion threaten modern societies, Ubar's fate feels eerily prescient. The rediscovery of Ubar was no simple task. It involved a blend of cutting-edge technology and old-fashioned determination. Imagine this: in the late 1980s, archaeologists and historians were faced with a daunting challenge: to find a city whose very existence was questioned by many scholars. How do you locate something buried beneath the world's largest desert? Enter NASA's Landsat satellites. These technological marvels, typically used for environmental and geographic mapping, played a surprising role in solving an ancient mystery. By analyzing infrared images of the Empty Quarter, scientists identified faint traces of what appeared to be ancient caravan routes. These paths, etched into the desert floor by centuries of trade, converged on a single point, near the modern-day village of Shizr in Oman. This discovery alone was groundbreaking. It showed how modern technology could breathe new life into ancient legends. On the ground, excavations revealed the remnants of a fortress-like structure, a large well, and signs of a catastrophic collapse. But was this truly Ubar? Or just a major trade outpost? Ubar's story is incomplete without delving into its golden age, a time when it was said to be the jewel of the frankincense trade. Frankincense, a resin harvested from the boswellia tree, was worth its weight in gold. It was used in religious rituals, medicine, and even as currency. Ubar's location along the trade routes of the Arabian Peninsula made it a hub of wealth and cultural exchange. But with wealth came hubris. The legends describe a city that defied divine law, its rulers growing greedy and corrupt. Was this simply allegory? Or could historical records and oral traditions point to a society that overextended itself, exploiting resources to the brink of collapse? We know that Ubar relied heavily on its wells, tapping into underground aquifers to sustain its people and caravans. Over-extraction of water may have destabilized the ground beneath the city, causing sinkholes to form, a plausible explanation for its sudden disappearance. While the physical evidence at Shizr points to a settlement of significant importance, there are lingering questions. If Ubar was as grand as the legend suggests, why is there so little left of it? Some researchers theorize that it was destroyed not by natural causes but by human conflict. Could rival city-states have sought to weaken Ubar by cutting off its access to trade routes? Another tantalizing theory involves the sands themselves. The Rub al-Khali is notorious for its shifting dunes, capable of swallowing entire landscapes over time. Was Ubar buried gradually, its ruins hidden under layers of sand, or was its demise more sudden, a violent sandstorm erasing it in days? The story of Ubar serves as a timeless warning about the fragility of human civilizations. Today, we see echoes of its fate in cities that are overexploiting natural resources or facing the consequences of environmental mismanagement. From desertification in the Middle East to the water crises in places like California and Cape Town, the lessons of Ubar feel more relevant than ever. Moreover, the role of technology in uncovering Ubar speaks to our enduring curiosity about the past. If satellites and modern archaeology can uncover a city thought lost for thousands of years, what other secrets of history might we be on the verge of revealing? The tale of Ubar is one of hubris, mystery, and survival, proof that even the mightiest civilizations can disappear under the weight of time. But what other secrets does the desert still hide? Could there be more lost cities waiting to be discovered? If Ubar's story has fascinated you as much as it has us, share your theories in the comments. What do you think caused its downfall? And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Dark Truth TV, and join us next time as we uncover more of history's most elusive mysteries.